Hello, hello, hello. Oh, y'all, it's been a while since I've last talked to y'all. A lot happened. I went to ECCC, that's Emerald City Comic Con in Seattle for my friend's wedding, and it was so great. I have pictures up on my Blue Sky and stuff like that if you all want to see them. I might I might show some here maybe. Like, okay, if I'm gonna show some, they're gonna be showing right now. Like, look, cool. Okay, yeah, that was fun. So that was a lot of fun. It was great. My friend David got married to Kelly. They're a cute couple, y'all. And it was cosplay wedding too. I went as Loki. If I did the picture thing, um, then they'll show. I'll show up on there too with a little Loki. It was like the President Loki look because I had a whole cosplay coming, but I think like with stuff going on with trade while that was happening, U.S. politics, it didn't arrive on time, so I didn't get to do that, which is fine. It is what it is. But I have it now. The crown that I took with me though broke, and so now I'm getting like a cheaper one made, but it's gonna be a lot more durable because the other one was durable in the sense that it's like okay it's hard risen, but it just cracked. It cracked in my suitcase. Oh, not suitcase. It cracked well in my carry-on because I didn't want to put in suitcase because I ordered it once and it broke. It was broken when I opened it from the packaging, so I was like, okay, this isn't going to carry well. I got it replaced, and the replacement came in, and I was like, okay, wait, if it broke in a box covered in foam in the mail, it's definitely going to break in the suitcase. So I carried it on my carry-on. And it made it to the con, but it did not make it back home. It cracked in half, like almost the same way on the way back. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna get like a cheaper, like plasticky one for future use. Because now I have the costume, the actual like Loki cosplay costume. I might take pics with it at some point and post them. But I mean, I don't have an occasion to dress up in cosplay over here in, where I live right now. There's nothing going on. Okay, so oh wait, let me get my notes up real quick, y'all, because I haven't. Okay, well, okay, tech support. That's usually what I call my community over there on Twitch. So we're gonna keep that trend going over here. Um, Let me think. I will talk about my movie I saw. I saw Mikey 17. Y'all, wait, is that while I was in Seattle? So what's funny is that I went to go see the movie because I went to the theater we have here is not like super amazing in my opinion. It's great. It's fine for what it is. In fact, okay, this ties into the story. When I went, because like, oh, I want to go. We're in the big city. I want to see it. It had like the old school theater chairs, like the fold outs, and I was like, my theater in my little one horse town has the reclining soft cushion seats. I'm like, what happened? What happened? So that ended up being like a little bit of a waste of my time because I at Emerald City Comic Con the entire cast of Firefly was there, and I wanted to meet them, and I didn't because I went to go see that movie because I like really wanted a good movie experience. Mikey 17 was great. It was a theater that was like just not up to date. And so I was like, oh man, that kind of stinks because I could have watched that here at home and have been more comfortable. Anyways, that was it. Mikey 17 was a surprisingly good movie. I didn't know what to expect going in. I know I think there's a book or something. I think there's a book or it's based off a book, but I haven't read it. I went in not knowing what I was gonna see. Um, it was so funny and like tragic, like at the same time. And I love like a dark comedy, and it was very dark comedy. Um, like like comedic tragedy. Like I think that's why I like a lot of like old, like not old, but like well, I guess yeah, old like Shakespeare stuff. I think it's funny. Like hard out to Mercutio. Let me see. I The Traitors finale also came out too. Just to move on to the TV shows that I'm watching. We'll talk about Drag Race in a little bit. I already recorded my Drag Race reaction video, so that's gonna come up right after this little segment, along with my reaction to Lady Gaga's music video. Well, maybe I probably have to do that as a separate because I don't want it to get flagged. Yeah, I have to do that as a separate thing, I think, because it can't be in here. Okay, I'll do that as a separate video and then post it later. Because how do people do music video reactions if the music's copyrighted? I'm gonna have to look that up. Um, Anyways, the Traitors finale happened. Oh my gosh, y'all. It was so good. I might have to do like a whole separate video on all of that. I'll just do like a little thing for this one. So for this one, um, gosh, what a show. Like, spoilers, of course. I mean, I'm gonna keep it right hand side will be like what um, what show we're talking about, and I'll try to do the chapter thing again, which it worked out from the last video. In episode 2, I did the chapter thing, I tried it out, and I was able to do it. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is like put the numbers in the comment block, and it does it for you. So I was like, oh wow, this is like really user friendly for, like with me, like I kind of jumped into YouTube like a couple years ago. Doing like the movie reaction stuff, which I need to get back into, but I don't know what I need to watch because TV shows is a lot. I wanted to do anime, but I watch so much stuff on my own, so it's kind of like, oh, now I have to like stop and record. But we'll see. Yes, so I mean, Danielle goes home. That was wild. That vote was like so intense, but you know what? It was a messy Traitors season. I will say that it was good TV. Don't get me wrong, but it was a messy Traitors season. So then another at the round table, they already kind of sussed out everything. So it all gets down to our like final contestants, and they take it away. It's a great season. It's still a really good season. I don't know if it's gonna win any awards like season 2 did, but it's close to there. I wouldn't be surprised if they won something because it's just good TV. I will say though, Bob the drag queen kind of stole the show a little bit. Even Bob was mentioned more times when Bob was out of the house than in the house, which is great. So the reunion happens. The reunion is kind of wild. So I forget her name. Let me look her up real quick. What is it? The Traitors US Season 3 cast. Is it Sierra? I think it's Sierra. Yeah, so Sierra, and this was really shocking to me. I think so. Sierra comes in this beautiful, beautiful dress, and Bob the drag queen, and shows it off, and it's like to Bob the drag queen. And I thought like, okay, that's nice that she's like, oh, because Bob looks really good. I think that's why she's doing it. Come to find out, like a couple of seconds later, and I'm just, like my mouth, like I'm gagged when it happens. She apparently thinks that Bob's like shading her, and I think I as a viewer am I shocked as Bob is, because Bob was like, wait, what? Like, wait, we got beef because you were just in front of me like being cute. It really felt it came out of nowhere. But you have to remember, and Bob mentions it in the conversation where like Bob doesn't really watch those shows, so I mean, you know how like catty drag queens are, you all, especially Bob and the like especially the ones that are like mainstream media drag queens at this point. It's very like, oh, okay, like I don't think they really, I don't think Sierra got it. So I'm like, okay, well that was odd, but you know what? It's fine. It was Sierra, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else from Dubai, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else, y'all? One second. I need to look at the photos. Oh, it was Chanel. Okay, whoops, my bad, y'all. Oh, it was Chanel. Okay. So yeah, it was Chanel from Dubai Housewives. And so like, look at me, I don't even watch the shows. I do know that she's amazing. Like I really liked her too. I liked her so much. And so for them to like be feuding, like, well, I mean her to be feuding with him, I was just like, oh. And the other housewife was also very much like, oh yeah, you're saying like who are, like, I don't think she got the cattiness. I think it kind of went over their head a little bit, and she thinks like, oh, you actually like are disrespecting me. And it's like, oh, like I can see it where it's like you two are from two different world, like two different sides of like the reality TV world, where it's like, oh, maybe you just don't get it. But I don't know. I also don't want to invalidate their feelings about like how something comes off, but it's also like I get where Bob was coming from, and so they're the side where I have to like kind of like reach to like get to their mindset where it's like, okay, I can see you're offended, but like I hope like what Bob said kind of squashed it, but I don't know if they were giving them the shot to like squash it, of being like, well, thinking less of you. I don't have like a negative opinion about you, as maybe Bob does now, because like it got like a little bit heated. But it's over. Who was the other one that had a problem with Bob? It was Dorinda Medley. Where is she from? She's from Bravo, The Real Housewives of New York City. Yeah, so it's like, it was a very like, housewives didn't like Bob's like snarky comments, and it's like that's part of, like, Bob was just trying to make good TV, and you could have leaned to it. It's fun to lean into it during the show, and you know what? it's fun to lean to it in the reunion too. I just really hope they didn't take it personally, because like, I mean, it's already kind of like, oh, I felt really bad for Carolyn, y'all. Like the Carolyn and Danelle thing, like that was wild to me. And then I didn't realize Danelle was gonna take the who was it, Brittany? Yeah. Sorry, y'all, cucumber in my mouth. Yeah. I didn't know that Danelle took the Brittany betrayal so seriously too. But you know, I have to also get in my mindset that the reunion is also TV, so maybe they're just, you know, playing it up for the TV, which I think that is a housewife. I've never seen a housewives reunion before, but I've seen a lot of clips for them, so I know they can be dramatic. I just don't know if it's like real, like if it's reality, you know what I mean? Where it's like, oh, when you see Bob and them on like if any other podcasts, any of the little shows, even any of the shows they go on, where it's like, oh, there's so much back and forth, and it's like, oh, okay, they're constantly like that, so I can kind of get that. But man, that was great TV, y'all. That was a great episode, and I loved it. I like the winners. I will say nothing. All right, let's get to the drag race stuff. The video that I recorded earlier. Recording. Okay. So Drag Race. Let's talk about Drag Race. So Corey King's gone now, and I'm happy about that, but in a very like not spiteful way, but like ugh kind of way. I felt like Corey King is a great performer, but for Drag Race to not like evolve your drag during the show hurts you a lot. And I didn't see any evolution to like the point of failure. Like and this is the thing, like RuPaul's Drag Race, there's one constant on there, is when RuPaul tells you stop A and do B, and you don't stop A, like RuPaul told Corey, don't do the fit you always do, and Corey literally was like, okay, I won't do that, made the outfit, and then went and cut herself out of the competition, to the point where the cut, like literally, it's almost like poetic that the cut was so ragged that it was brought up in the critique. It's like, okay, well, you're gone now. And the thing is, like, it's upsetting that it didn't happen earlier, because there's people who I feel like were going to be willing to transform throughout this season, where Corey was not going to transform. And there were queens that left before Corey that would have transformed throughout the season, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm watching the Sashay Away, and you can see the hem of the outfit is just terrible. Like, literally cut herself out by not wanting to change and be different.
Bye, Corey.
Well, they got me, gal.
They got me. You got you.
RuPaul. This. You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
Don't say this. Like, look at the hem. Like, I can't sew for shit, but I know that that's a bad word. I know that's bad work. And you know that's bad work too. Like, ugh, nope. Like, please be serious. Let's be serious. Okay, well, that's the episode for the week, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back again next week with another video. Um, like I said, we're still setting things up where like I kind of want to play games while I'm talking. I don't know if it's gonna work. If that like idea is gonna work out though, because like I'm very easily distracted, and then if I'm gonna like show clips of the episode and I'm also navigating to it, I'm gonna do like a lot of switching around. So we'll see how everything's gonna work out. I do want to get out reaction videos, and then if I'm gonna do reaction videos, I might as well like for movie watching, like let's watch a movie together. If I do that, then I'm also gonna probably want to do like let's play games together too, and do some recording while playing some games. But thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate it. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Looking forward to talking to about more shows later. I know we had to catch up on I think Survivor just started, so we might start talking about Survivor. I have to catch up on Drag Race because now I'm like an episode behind, I believe. Yeah, because that was 8 or 9, right? Or 8, because it was. I need to write those down. I think it was episode 8. I'll find out before we get this. Alrighty. Well, y'all have a great. Oh yeah. Oh, yes, just little life things. Oh, I went to the store. My gosh, y'all, I'm so easily distracted. Look what I got. Isn't that so cool? Look at the detail on that. Isn't that, like, that's pretty amazing, I think. Yeah, I saw that. I was getting some hangers and I had to buy it. But yeah, I'm like working out a lot more, y'all. I got like this app called Heavy. It's HEVY that like tracks your workouts and stuff like that, and it's been such a great motivator for like getting in there and stuff like that. But yeah, like I'm back on like creatine and taking my protein. I'm just gonna get big. I'm gonna get real big. So I'm excited for that. But I'll catch y'all later. All right, bye, bye, bye.